Hi, I'm Sarah and you're watching Ken Sarah DIY It. Today I'm participating in a really fun playlist. We are working with epoxy resin and UV resin. And my friend Teresa B from Teresa B Designs and I both have been enjoying using resin, trying different techniques with resin. I mean, literally, it's endless the things that you can do with resin. Now, there are some safety guidelines and you want to read the instructions that are on each bottle that you use. So make sure to do that. Sometimes you need to wear a respirator. Sometimes you need to wear gloves. Make sure that you do that, okay? But I digress. Today, you're going to be wanting to watch the rest of the playlist because everyone that posted videos in today's playlist are working with UV resin or epoxy resin and making something really creative and fun. Today, I am working on some locker swag because my kid is going back to school and in our elementary school, they have lockers. So join me and let's get into it. I found these 4-inch round mirrors on Amazon and I was like, okay, this fits an idea that I have that I want to do. And I had, let me see. Yes, I have some over here. I had these magnets that you can get from the Dollar Tree. So I have an idea forming, okay? And so I'm thinking, okay, what would work with this? What would work with this? I know I want to get silicone cake pans. Okay, hold on. Let me get comfortable. Girl, pull yourself together. She look good. I think my hair looks kind of cute. A little beach wave. I haven't been to the beach. I've just been sweating a lot today, working, doing a lot of mom jobs. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I got these 4-inch mirrors. They have an adhesive on the back and then they have like a clear coat on the front just to protect it. So it is a real mirror. It's just got a clear coat on it. Okay. Then I'm like, okay, how much space do I want between the edge of the epoxy and the mirror? So I ended up getting these 6-inch cake pans that are silicone. Hello. Yes, resin doesn't stick to silicone. So anything that's silicone, i.e. candle molds, anything that you use for baking, you can use for resin. Yes, I love it. I actually have a really cool like Art Deco rainbow mold that I've used in a past video that is for candle making, but I used it with resin and it is amazing. I will link the video at the end of this video for that one. I made a nightlight. It's super cute and I have it in Charlotte's room. Okay, so basically I bought the stuff to get ready for this and as with everything I do, I just figured, let's just see what happens. Let's just try it and see what happens. And so I decided to use this new pigment powder that I found that I really like. And I went with this mica powder in the fuchsia color. You don't need a ton of pigment powder. I put like a decent amount in, that what I think is a decent amount. And oh, the other thing, I got this new stir for resin. It is for resin and it's like a USB. You plug it in USB and then you just do that because you have to stir resin, epoxy resin. You have to stir epoxy resin for 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't, when it cures, it won't cure all the way. Like you'll get a sticky surface or you might get like a milky, like it won't be clear, or you might get like a lot of bubbles. I don't know. But you definitely need to stir it all the way so that it's completely put together. There's 2 parts in the stuff that I'm using. Usually it's like part A and B. Sometimes it's like 1 part A, 3 parts B, or 1 part A, 2 parts B. Mine is 1 part A, 1 part B. So equal parts of both. And that's the only type I've used. I've never used the types where it's more of one and less of another. So I can't speak to that. Wah, wah. Um, I do have like some experience using this. This cures relatively quickly. The other epoxy, like, okay, some epoxies take, 3 to 6 hours to cure. Some epoxies take 12 to 24 hours to cure. Some epoxies take like days to cure. Okay? To cure. Some epoxies take like days to cure. Okay? This epoxy takes about 12 to 24 hours to cure, which is great. So I did my initial pour, which was the fuchsia. I did that in 2 of the molds. Cake pans. And I let them cure overnight. I put the magnets in the bottom of the tray. Now I have a metal table that I'm working on, so it was primo for me because the magnets stayed where they were supposed to. None of them got stuck together, and everything was primo. I poured the resin on top. I use my heat gun and it works fine, and I usually am able to get all of the air bubbles out. I think I had like a couple air bubbles. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So then I decided to go over to my Silhouette, which is just like a Cricut. It's a vinyl cutting machine. And I designed something. What I did is I took a 4-inch circle. I actually made it 4.5 inches. And then I took my font and I designed it around that circle. And I will put in my description box the font I used. It was a free font for personal use that I used from defont.com. You can download it to your computer, and then you can use it in your Silhouette program. You can also use it in your Cricut software. And I cut out a couple peace signs, and I chose the phrase "choose kindness." I thought if my daughter or one of her friends, because I'm making a few of them, looks in the mirror at themselves when they're at their locker and they see "choose kindness," I thought it was like a nice, I don't know, yes, right? Going out to recess, choose kindness. They see a friend in need, they choose kindness, right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like it. Okay. So then after I applied the vinyl, which, didn't go amazing. It was like, okay. Some of it was good. Some of it was, I don't know. Then I decided I wanted to do just a clear resin on top so that the mirror sat in there really well, so that the vinyl was like down, so that it had like a clean, polished look. This is just me being extra. I don't know that I needed to do it, but I did it. So I placed the mirror down. It does have an adhesive, so I peeled off the adhesive back, stuck it down in what I thought was the mirror. Or the middle. I thought it was the mirror. What? And I eyeballed it, which is what I always do. I rarely measure things. And then I stuck down the vinyl, yada yada, da 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 da. And the rest is history. I did over pour some resin in one of them, and I tried to use a pipette, and suction out some of that extra resin, and then I took alcohol on a paper towel and tried to wipe the mirror down. Yes. Okay. Then I had some extra resin, and I have like 5 of these pans. So I decided to make an extra one because the clear resin went over the mirror a lot. I decided, okay, let me try and make one where I don't do a clear resin on top. Let me just make one. I'm just going to show you where it's just the resin and then I put the mirror. Okay. I know. So I pulled out the pink fuchsia pigment, yada yada, da 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 da, poured it with some more magnets. The rest is history. Now, we shall see. I'll see what I think. I don't know. I can always do like a light coat on it and see what happens, but it's out of the mold, so I can't do it in the mold. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Let me just show you here. This one, look at that. Oh, I don't want you to. I'll turn it to the side so you can look in my closet. You can look at my curtains. I mean, it turned out cute, and it's super magnetic. So I just used a pack of the magnets from the Dollar Tree, so that's $1. These mirrors were super inexpensive. I'm gonna link everything. I will link everything that I got from Amazon in my description box, and you know, have fun and make some locker swag for your kid, because why not? And I love these. I'm gonna keep these as resin molds and use them again and again, because these would be perfect for trivets. I think making more mirrors is a really good idea. And yeah, like how cute. What could we do? Like, let's say kids going off to college, we could make more for more things like mirrors for that. I don't know. I just feel like there's like plenty of uses for this shape, a 6-inch round. I think it's a good shape to have for resin. And once I've used it for resin, you're not going to use it for food. This is not food safe any longer. It's not like, oh, now I'm going to go bake a cake. If you haven't visited Teresa B Designs YouTube channel, you should. It's great. She does amazing projects, and she's super relatable and basically just another mom getting it done. And I love that about her. You will too. Definitely check her out and see what she has to offer. Great ideas. And I'm going to tell you, her resin stuff is so great. Like, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my adventure into a resin mirror magnet extraordinary project. And I hope that you choose kindness. Okay. Make sure to click on my description box on the playlist and watch the rest of the videos and get some inspiration, and try using resin, UV resin, epoxy resin. I'm going to tell you what, I saw a UV light at, where is it? I saw this UV light at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. I haven't tried it yet, but I will. So guess what? You can order some UV resin, I think for like under $20 on Amazon. Get this UV light from the Dollar Tree. I will try it and let you know how it works. And yeah, you could be using resin in no time, and not too much dough. If you are not already subscribed and you like what you're watching, if you think that I'm cool, obviously I'm cool, and you want to see more of what I have to offer, please consider subscribing, like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you can think of other not comments. Let me know if you can think of other phrases that I could put around the mirror, because I thought choose kindness was nice, but I was thinking, what else could I do? Because I think once Charlotte has this up in her locker, some of her friends are going to want one too. And, you know, I have 3 more mirrors, so spam me with some ideas in my comments. All right. Have an awesome week. Make sure to try something new and stay cool. Okay. Bye.